We are So Not Straight would like to acknowledge that the recording of this podcast takes place on the unceded traditional territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. Welcome to We Are So Not Straight,
the podcast where two drag sisters talk about everything curvy, swervy, and crooked.
We are your hosts, Makayla
and DJ, and we are
so happy
you're
tuning
in. That sounded
Again.
good. That sounded really good.
Did it sound good?
Yeah.
Every time you say it
like
sounds good, then it sounds good on the recording. So
no,
I'm
that
going
was
with
like
it.
So good from here.
Love that for us.
Yeah. So anyways, we are, oh my God. I'm like recovering from a cold. So if I'm just like, my lungs are expelling air at the most random times, forgive me.
Yes, you also may have noticed that we missed 2 weeks. Well, 1 week, technically a week. We missed a week. That was for multiple reasons. One, I was exhausted. Work has been incredibly exhausting for the past. It's Christmas, so retail Christmas problems.
And Thanksgiving, Black Friday.
Well, Thanksgiving for you, Black Friday for everybody.
Thanksgiving for us plebeians in America.
But yeah. So it's just been really, really busy, and I just hadn't had a time to myself, and I was so exhausted that I just couldn't even get up to film. But DJ's also been sick, so it wasn't working out for us. So we are back. Sorry about that.
Are not feeling something, if your mental health is in the toilet, take that horizontal day. It's better to call out from work, use that personal day, and just get yourself good, back on track, then like push yourself and push yourself and push yourself until you can't anymore. So,
period. Exactly.
We will always be your mental health advocates. We are always out here standing for that. So
exactly.
Listen to your body. Listen to yourself.
Yes. Also, y'all, you may notice that I am not all weird and staticky anymore. Guess who found her webcam?
And guess who had to swap out to my MacBook? Yeah,
so DJ's filming on a MacBook, and I am filming on a webcam. So I don't know. I feel like we're pretty equal now, which is nice.
So yes, we are back, and the timing actually kind of worked out perfectly because the first episode of Canada's Drag Race Season 4 is out and into the world, and Makayla and I have both watched it, and we are here to give you our rundown, and fill you guys in.
Yeah, we're doing things a little bit differently than we usually do our Drag Race recaps. We actually changed it up a little bit. Instead of giving you guys the rundown of
look by look, us talking for 2 hours and 45 minutes, which is still good because and you should go watch them because we actually do have some insight on a lot of things.
And they are we're switching it really up good. Exactly, we're switching it up. This season is all about switching things up. We have had multiple things going on and stuff like that, and we just felt like this was a good way to do it. So what we have done is actually, after watching the episode, DJ and I both gave individual rankings to the performers, and then we tallied them together, and that is how we got our ranking for the week. So as you know, our episodes come out bi-weekly, so that means that we will be covering 2 episodes of Drag Race every episode of our show. So that being said, we had to kind of narrow it down to a point where it wasn't going to be 2 hours, 3 hours of us talking about stuff. So we've taken those tallies that we have created, and that has been our ranking, and we will give you our ranking for each week of Drag Race, starting with the bottom and going all the way up to the top.
Oh, we're going bottom to top?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
okay. Why would we not go bottom to top? Hello?
I thought we were going top to bottom.
You gotta add the suspense, DJ.
Okay, all right.
Come on. And please keep in mind 2 things. One, we always say at the beginning of our episodes, and sometimes we forget, but we are going to say quickly that we are we're not judging anybody on their drag, because drag is a form of art and all forms of art are valid. So please keep in mind that when we do say something, it is our opinion and our opinion alone, does not represent anybody else's opinion or what they think or anything like that. And we are not judging them on their drag. We are just judging on our opinions. Cool.
Okay.
Also keep in mind that although the ranking happened in Drag Race the way it did, and do not take any, we will not take any people being like, this person should have won or this person should have whatever. Please understand that whoever it was who won the episode does deserve their win. However, this was just how we felt, based on rankings, how we felt it would have gone if we were the ones judging. That is the difference.
We also did a little drafty draft, like y'all know, so we'll get to that because Makayla has some choice words. We spun a wheel, and it picked me to pick first. So
it picked you to pick first on every single
that's
round
karma
that we
coming
picked
back
first.
around, because last time we did a draft, I lost the most amount of queens. I was in the finale with one queen, and everyone else had like 7, and I was like,
exactly. So
on.
it was karma. But we'll get to that at the end of the episode, so please stay tuned for that. Yeah, so without further ado, I think we should get started. So DJ, do you want to give them a little bit of a rundown on what happened on this week's episode?
So this week was technically a ball challenge. Drag Race does this thing where they're trying to come up with twists that they haven't done before. So the twist was their ball looked, it was like first episode ball, or the premiere ball is what they called it. So they were judged on their entrance look, a shimmering showgirls look, and then their runway, which was only one, that was like their signature drag.
How did you feel about that? Because usually in a ball challenge, we have like a design challenge as the last kind of runway look, and we didn't get that this time. And I'm like, are we gonna have another one where they have a design challenge, or is it gonna be something completely different? Like, how did you feel?
I think it was y'all know that Wendy Williams clip where she's like, clap if you care. Clap if you care. Like, that's what I'm sitting here, because I'm like, I mean, I honestly don't care either way, because if someone doesn't sew, they're gonna get to a design challenge eventually or get cut before that. So we're just seeing it at a different time. I don't think it really matters.
Alrighty, sounds good. But yeah, they were actually judged on their entrance looks, which, you know, like doesn't usually happen. So a lot of them didn't know that was gonna happen, and unfortunately we kind of saw that come to the detriment of some of the performers, but we will get into that. I think that just kind of covers what happened this episode. So I think we're going to go down to our number 11. DJ, who's our number 11?
So in 11th place, we have Melinda Verga, who I think just like, it's explained in the episode, but it just wasn't top of her game this week, which is unfortunate because it kind of was a heavy hitting first episode. But, you know, I think we'll see more from her because, spoiler alert, no one goes home.
Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, just to kind of reiterate on that, unfortunately, Melinda's entrance look just didn't hit the mark. It was a rainbow jumpsuit, very prideful and happy and wonderful, but for me, for a entrance look, just didn't do anything for me. I actually didn't mind the Shimmering Showgirls, that's what it's called, right? Shimmering Showgirls outfit. It was my favorite out of the 3 outfits of hers of the night. But I understood where she was going with that one more than I did with her other 2 looks. And then her runway look, for me, it was just ill-fitting, unfortunately. I understood she made it herself, and that's fantastic. And I love when a queen can like make something and showcase it. We'll see that with another certain queen that we will get into later in this episode. But I just think that if it's going to be tailored, it needs to be tailored properly, and it didn't fit for me. And also the heavy makeup, we need to fix those eyelashes. Like, we got shadow eyes.
So then, in 10th place, we have Kitten Caboodle. I honestly
Yes.
think she's a solid performer. Like, nothing was unpolished, nothing was not clean. I just think it didn't, um, it just wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah, exactly. Different cups of tea for different people, and the thing is
Period. Yeah.
that in the entrance look, I actually really liked the entrance look. I thought that it was cool with the cat reference because of her
Mm-hmm.
name, and I thought that was really cool. It was probably my favorite of hers out of the three that she wore. Um, the thing with her showgirl's outfit was the hair. I couldn't get over the hair. I did not like the hair, but it was just because it's not my style. It's not
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
flip out style that she had with like the two different layers. It wasn't for me, but that's okay. It could be for someone else. It was for her, and that's great.
Mm-hmm.
And then for her third look, I just felt that I understand that it was very like old school drag, and I get that. And Kitten Caboodle is actually the oldest drag artist to compete on any drag race franchise, which is super cool. And I understand that that's like her like
Old enough
kind
to
of
be my
vibe.
dad.
But I understand that that's her kind of vibe and her old school drag. But for me, it was the construction of it just wasn't. There was just something off with the construction for me.
Yeah.
That was what it was.
So then in 9th place, we have Sissy Superstar, which again, okay. Sissy out of drag, please, my DMs are open. Sir, give me a chance. Okay, I will fly to Canada. I will skip Makayla. God damn it.
Excuse
Um,
you.
but I just think I am a spooky girl at heart. I could talk about Dragula for actually I could write it for my college thesis. So I loved her first look. Her second look, Shimmering Showgirls, to all of my people who are looking at heels, look at how the heel is constructed, okay? Because if the heel goes under the arch of your foot, so if it's here, it's gonna be harder to walk in. Keep that in mind. And then her main stage one was just a little simple for me. I love streetwear, I really do. But it's Drag Race episode one. You gotta, it was a heavy, oh my God, it was a heavy hitting episode. So I just think, you know, I
Yeah,
do want to see
just
more from her though. I am
I
excited to see
definitely
what she
do.
brought.
That's the same thing. I honestly, everybody has to understand with all of these that we're giving critiques on, we want to see
Hmm.
more from these
Yeah,
performers.
exactly.
We find them absolutely sickening, and we
Hmm.
think they're wonderful. Sometimes you just don't have your best day, and that happens. And unfortunately, like that's just how it works.
Yeah.
With Sissy, I think that their like alternative kind of style was
Hmm.
fantastic and cool. But I also agree it was a little bit too simple for kind of, the drag race stage. Actually, speaking of kind of not having their best day, in eighth place, we have Near Enough. Near Enough just had
So,
everything going wrong. It was just
hmm,
not her day. Like she had in her entrance look, unfortunately, it was like a Marilyn Monroe inspired outfit, which
the
I
pink
love.
one, we all
I
know.
love it. But it was beautiful. But
No, no, I'm saying
unfortunately,
just like to give everyone a picture. I'm like,
yeah,
we all
yeah,
know
the
what
pink
pink
one,
dress.
the pink
Mm-hmm.
one, the one from Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend.
Yep.
But anyways, or gentlemen prefer blondes, whichever one you want to go by. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
but unfortunately, the little piece at the bottom fell, and so she ended up having to like pull the other one off. It was not
She
cute.
hammed it up.
She
She
hammed it up,
really.
and she played it off, and it was
Mm-hmm.
great. Same thing, unfortunately, with her Shimmering Showgirls. She had a piece.
Oh,
She
the
even says in
granny
the thing,
panty.
yeah, even in the thing, she says that unfortunately there was a piece missing from that outfit, and so she ended up having to go with like a granny panty for underneath the outfit, and it just
Wait, where is she
wasn't the
from?
vibe.
Like, what
Alberta.
part of Canada? That
Alberta.
that piece is sitting in like the Alberta TSA somewhere, and it's just like sitting on the side of a conveyor belt.
Yeah, exactly. So, unfortunately, that just didn't work. But DJ and I have differing opinions on Nira's final outfit. I actually really liked her runway outfit. I thought that it was
Oh,
a cool kind of alternate style to what we had seen from her already. And I loved the little like graffiti kind of style on it and stuff. And I actually really liked the orange hair. Now, DJ, on the other hand,
I think it was like, okay, because we had black and white with like colored laces holding everything together, hot orange hair, and our skin tone is like paste, and it was very colorful, and but I don't think the color story worked for me personally. So yeah,
that's fair.
okay. So in seventh place is Amy Yonsei. Um, I think she did a solid job, which is why she's like closer to the middle. It's just like I just had other people that I ranked higher.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. Like, she was just kind of in the middle for me. I really liked her entrance look. I thought her entrance look was really pretty with the red and the full red outfit. I thought that was wonderful. I liked her shimmering showgirls with the pink with the like thing that goes around her chin. That's what it was, right?
Oh yes.
Right? Yeah.
Hmm.
I really liked that as well. I thought it was well thought out. I just thought that there were some people who were a little bit stronger. And then for her runway, I really appreciated the representation that she was going for and how it was very much her drag and represented that. However, again, I kind of found it right in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
In sixth place, we have Luna Dubois. Yeah, and again, I'm gonna go with the same kind of reason
Hmm.
for why we put Amy where she was. Luna's just kind of for me was right in the middle. I for me it's about kind of the like when I look into my brain, I'm like, oh, that's what sticks out to me. And unfortunately, I just didn't have that with Luna. Like it wasn't in my brain. I had to think about it and go back to it and kind of look at her
Yeah.
outfits again to be able to remember exactly what it was. Not saying that that's a bad thing, because sometimes we get like to a point where we just like we look at it and then it's like,
Hmm.
oh, that's we have to be reminded, and that's understandable. However, there were some other ones that I stuck more in my brain than what Luna wore on the runway.
Yeah, no, I did like most of her looks. Her Mugler one irked me a little bit because it we took inspiration from some things and then we did our own thing in some areas and it just didn't come together for me. And when I think of a legendary house like Mugler, I expect all the details should be correct. But that's just me being a twink with audacity. So moving on.
For DJ, if you're gonna make a reference, you gotta make
Yeah,
that
it's
reference.
like make the reference or don't. I either need it to be like Carrie Colby in the actual dress or like have the alien glasses and do a corset and call it Mugler. And I'll be like, okay. Oh, wait, okay. Next up is, okay, so these are our top five now. So in fifth place, we have the Girlfriend Experience. Legendary
Yes,
Vancouver name, Makayla can attest, and one of my front
adore.
runners. Um, I think this episode, they very much showcased what their drag is, which I think is very
She did,
important in a competition.
absolutely. Yeah, no, I definitely think so. I think some people will agree that she should be up here in our top five. Some people will disagree based off
Yeah.
of what they saw. However, if you know what kind of style the Girlfriend Experience does
Hmm.
with her drag, you would understand that what she showcased on the show was very much her drag and who she is. And I mean, you can't argue that in the Shimmering Showgirls, like, I'm sorry, she killed it. I'm sorry.
I think I think you kind of pointed out what my critique is. Like I obviously through you, I've seen videos of her performing. I think when you introduce the wider audience of Drag Race, it might not come across, excuse me, it might not like come across. So I said this as we were watching. I'm like, if there's like a ball or some like another like if there's like a Dungeons and Drag Queens challenge again, I want to see gown, full something. I want the ankles covered, which I know she can do. So
Oh, she
I'm
absolutely
loving her so
can. I
far.
mean, I've gone to
Hmm.
brunches before where she has worn lots of clothes. Don't worry, y'all. But
I
she's
sound
also
so
knowing
like
it,
fucking
but it's hilarious though
Puritan
because
saying that.
I know her as like a performer who
Hmm.
likes to be body positive and trans positive,
Which we
and
are all
we
for.
adore that.
Period.
But I kind of agree. I'm hoping that she is going to be able to show all different sides of her because she's such an
Yeah.
incredible performer, and I want everybody to fall in love with her like I have fallen in love with her. So yeah. Alrighty. Actually, this is quite funny because we just had the girlfriend experience who is from Vancouver, but now in fourth place, we actually have Venus, who, spoiler alert, won this episode. And for
Hmm.
us, she's in fourth place. DJ, you want to explain why?
So Venus definitely had a great package. Uh, Venus had a nope,
I'm keeping
we're
that
not gonna
in.
go with that one.
I'm
So
keeping that
Venus
in.
so Venus had a great presentation. Um, it's just like a couple of again, it's a case of like we just ranked other people higher because of our own personal preferences. Um, but yeah, no, like no complaints here. I loved Venus's runway. I wasn't as big of a fan of the Shimmering Showgirls, but I think it was just like everything combined sold me for a first episode. Okay, we know who you are. We know you can like take a challenge and kind of put your own twist on it, and we know you can serve a look. Period.
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel the same way. I thought her strongest was her runway. I
Mhm.
absolutely loved this red look with the spinning hat. Like every time she
Mhm.
talked, the hat was spinning and it looked so cool. And on the runway, it looked gorgeous. And it's very classic Venus. So I loved that we had that kind of nod to it. I just loved the idea of that. And it also was created by a artist out here in Vancouver
We should
named
have him on the
Evan
podcast.
Clayton. We should, Evan Clayton, if you are listening to our podcast and you would like
Evan.
to come and talk to us about some of your incredible looks that you have done for
Mhm.
Drag Race performers, but also just for Vancouver performers in general, we would love to have you. So please reach out to us on our social media. I would absolutely love to have you on here. But
Please.
yes, having that classic, because you have to go with the idea of like it's supposed to be like me, myself, and drag or something like
Mhm.
that, right? Isn't that what it's
Me,
called?
myself, and
And
I. Best
me,
drag
myself, and I, best drag,
something.
yeah. So Evan Clayton is a legendary, like amazing fashion designer out here
Mhm.
in Vancouver. So taking a Vancouver artist and then showcasing it on your me, myself, and I best
Mhm.
drag makes total sense for Venus because that is where she's from, right? So it's super cool. I loved the spinning hat. That was amazing. Wasn't the biggest fan of the entrance look, but again, that's just because it just wasn't my style. I think it fit her gorgeously, and I think she
Mhm.
looked stunning. And I loved the ponytail hair, loved that.
Hair is cute.
No, I actually disagree with DJ. I really liked the Shimmering Showgirls green flapper outfit moment. I thought that was stunning and again fit Venus's body like a glove. It was stunning. Loved it.
Okay, so that was our fourth place. In our third place, we're on the podium now. We have Aurora Matrix. Oh my
Yes.
God. Okay. I didn't know Aurora before this. Grown on me so much. Oh no, that's my third person for my top three. Um, like her entrance look with the shingles and like a roof shingle, not like the sickness.
As the girlfriend experience said, it's
I
giving
live.
it's giving half done construction.
And then like Shimmering Showgirls, Eight Down, Runway. I love that. When you can take a cartoony Muppet ass fucking like thing, like wrapping a dragon around yourself, but make it fashion and
Yeah.
wearable. it gives art, and I'm living for every second, and I literally can't wait to see more. Like,
totally. Yeah, for me, it was like I love the fact that she was able to bring her heritage into every single outfit that she wore. I think that's something we're going to see a lot with Aurora, and I love that. I love the representation. I think it's awesome. I loved the dragon. I thought that was so cool. What a cool way to bring your
and it was fully
drag.
stoned.
Exactly. And like bringing your background into your drag and being like, this is me, myself, and I. And I'm born in the year of the dragon, and here is a dang dragon wrapped around me. Like, obsessed. Loved that. I loved the shimmering showgirls with the red traditional outfit. I like the nods to her heritage, so cool. And then again, like you said, with the shingle roof moment.
It's giving roof.
But it was giving like the warrior and like that kind of thing, but in such a beautiful way. And I just adored it. I was very shocked that she was not in the top.
Yeah.
All right, we are down to our final two. And if you've been keeping score, obviously, that we are only missing two performers. We are missing Kiki, Ko, and Denim. So keep that in mind here. Yeah, we had a really hard time. We went back and forth between these two because we really liked what they showcased. However, we did finally come to a decision, and we are actually going to put Kiki Ko in second place. And I'm going to just explain a little bit about Kiki Ko. Where do these things come from? Like, Kiki Ko, if you're listening, or if anybody who knows Kiki Ko, I've said this every time that I've talked about Kiki Ko. So if you're listening, or if someone else who knows Kiki Ko is listening, and I know that some of the people, for anybody who doesn't know, Kiki Ko was also on Call Me Mother. So people who know Call Me Mother people, please answer this question for me. But where the heck in your mind do some of these outfits come from? Like, what? How? I don't understand. Like,
it was like
what the
her
chaos?
entrance look with the red and the black and the buckle.
Stunning.
So
stunning.
Good. And okay.
And then her shimmering showcase. Wow, her shimmering showgirls outfit with that
the
pink with the feathers. Oh, so stunning. And then her runway. She's covered in complete pearls. Like, just pearls everywhere. First of all, again, I've asked this question multiple times too. How heavy are the outfits that Kiki Ko wears?
And she moves in them, and she's giving you a full...
I'm sure they have some nice weight to them. Jeez.
I feel like you would build, like, the corset part as light as possible.
Right?
And then, like, glue... Not like glue. Probably so. She sews. Okay.
But yes,
she sews, like, everything onto it. Someone
please ask how heavy those are, and also where these like incredible thoughts come from, because I'm
and
obsessed,
she knows how good she looks too, because the way she walks, it's like, I look good. What are you
really,
gonna do
honestly,
about it?
though?
Like, it's just now. Okay, we would have given her first place if it weren't for this little swatch of fabric that snuck into first. So in first place, we have denim, just denim, because when they walked in and the look was denim and the hair was blue and it had
that hair
balls.
Was like insane. I love the construction of the hair, like just all together, but the whole outfit together, just like it was just a perfect little bow. It was beautiful.
I want to jump to her runway really quick because it was so good. It gave me like grandma's couch. It gave me like farmhouse, but in the best way possible. Because like that's like what I think of when I think of like my grandparents' old house. It's like cows, fabrics that are kind of that like shade. Like, and it was really good. And it was like this shape that I haven't seen. And it was so like club kid and just like so kooky, and I loved it. I loved it so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you mentioned the club kid style, and that was absolutely what I was thinking when I saw it. And also, like, I love outfits that I can look at and be like, what is going on here? Like,
when really your eye just is looking at everything and you're taking in every piece and you're like building it, you know?
But I mean it in the way of like, because that sometimes sounds really bad when you're like looking at something,
No,
you're
yeah,
like, what is going on here? But I mean it in the way of like, I can look at it and be like, what is going on here in the most
yeah.
beautiful way possible? Like, it's like looking at it like,
A
this is
painting.
constructed, exactly. This is constructed in a way that is so deliberately meant to like trick your brain into looking at all of this stuff, but like in such a beautiful way that it just like does it perfectly. Like it tickles my brain just perfectly. Like
It really does.
obsessed.
It tickles the brain.
And also, I would like to know what goes through Denim's head when designing things
Yeah.
too, because like, where, why? I love
Mm-hmm.
it, but why? Like, that's kind
How?
of my thought process. And then the shimmering showgirl, because like, I gotta say, like doing a showgirl number and like that kind of stuff is not for everybody. Not
Yeah.
everybody wants to do it. Not everybody likes to do it. But the cool thing about Denim is that Denim made it so much her own, with like coming out as like a gesture, which is so cool, and being in the trans colors and just all of that. I just adored it. I just thought it was so cool. A beautiful, like put together program, stunning. All
Which I
together
think is
stunning.
what landed her in the first place for us, because we loved every single look, and her performance carried. I, in my humble opinion, think she should have won the challenge. But like Makayla says that Venus ate the lip sync more.
Well, yeah,
So
I'm sorry. So, for those of y'all who have not watched the episode, I'm just gonna give you a moment here. I mean, we already kind of spoiled it for you. We're gonna do it anyways, but I'm gonna give you
like,
five,
why'd you click on the
four.
episode if you weren't expecting spoilers?
Exactly. Why'd you click on the episode if you haven't watched the episode? But it's fine. Anyways, five, four, three, two, one. So, what happened at the end of the episode? First of all, we had our judges this time, our lovely guest judges. And I say judges because there were two of them. We had Tegan and Sarah, the most incredible, wonderful pop artists, lesbian pop artists.
I
Like,
still have no
thank you.
clue who they
The
are.
end. Canadian lesbian pop artist icons, humans, love them.
Wait, isn't it? Oh no, it's just they're both lesbian. They don't date each other.
Correct.
Because this whole time I was like,
They're sisters. They're twins.
I know, and I was thinking that, and I was like, so we're
Oh my
not
god.
like
DJ.
condemning that or
DJ.
whatever. No, but I like
No.
it.
No. DJ. No. But anyways, incredible artists. Wonderful. I mean, they've won Juno Awards, which is like the Canadian version of the whatever they're called in Europe and the US. I don't know what they're called.
A teen choice?
No.
A Nobel Peace
Bigger than
Prize?
that. No, bigger than that. Like the Grammys, but like for Canadian.
Oh, okay. I love how you said a
Yeah.
Grammy is bigger than a Nobel Peace Prize. That's kind of
No,
slay.
I meant bigger than. Anyways, it's like the Canadian equivalent of a Grammy. Okay, cool, thanks.
Marie Curie just rolled over in her grave because Meg
Legit
the
though.
Stallion got it.
But yeah, anyways, so those were our guest judges of the evening. And I actually really enjoyed having them as guest judges. I thought they were really cool, and I thought they had great like conversations with the artists, and I thought that was really fun, awesome, and lovely. Anyways, we end up with our top group and our bottom group, and we end up having a top two and a bottom two, and our top two were Denim and Venus, and our bottom two were Sissy Superstar and sorry, I was gonna sneeze and then I didn't.
I hate that when you're gonna sneeze and then it cancels midway through, so you've already
like,
made the ugly face and you're just like,
and it's like right there, and you're like, I can't stop it, but
and
I
then
can
it's stuck
stop it,
here for the rest of the day.
Exactly. Oh my god, that's so annoying.
Bro,
anyways,
I was sitting at work, minding my own business, and a rogue pathogen of air was like stabbing me in my neck, and I was coughing. My face was bright red. My eyes I was crying, and it literally felt like, you ever get that pain that's like, not pain, but it's like a cough that's like here on your neck, and it's just like,
yes,
it feels like you've been punched in the throat and you can't stop coughing. You're like, oh my god, I'm dying. This is it. I leave my will to my dog. Like, it was bad.
Anyways, our bottom two were Sissy Superstar, and Melinda Verga. And then they
Yeah.
throw in a little twist. DJ, you want to tell them about the twist?
So, no one's going home because it's the
Nope.
first episode and kumbaya and fucking
Kumbaya.
everything. Meanwhile, the first oh no, I can't even use Dragula against this one. Um, um, but like, yeah, no. So it's actually a lip sync for the win between Denim, who is in this avant-garde shaped thing, and Venus, who is essentially in a bodysuit and thigh highs.
Okay, but like the outfit
They're
was
very
stunning.
fashionable bodysuit thigh highs that are lined and nicely sewed and made out of nice materials. That sounded really discredity, and I
I was
don't
about
want
to
it
say
to.
you
But
fully
it's
just
like,
offended Evan Clayton. Thank you so much.
no, Evan Clayton, I love your looks. Most of them. But like, I don't know. It just felt a little like a statue going against like a cephalopod. Oh, no, I'm not gonna say that. That makes me sound horribly nerdy. It was like a sculpture going against an octopus. Like
An
yeah, I don't know.
octopus. So DJ thought that Denim should have won. I personally thought that Venus should have won because I just personally found myself drifting more towards looking at Venus. But then again, DJ was drifting more towards watching Denim, which means that it was a really good lip sync if we were both looking at different people.
Mm-hmm.
Which I love. I love that. And yeah, it was. I actually really enjoyed lip sync. I thought it was a good lip sync. I don't think it was the best lip sync in the history of Canada's Drag
Yeah.
Race, but I thought that it was a strong lip sync, and I was very, very happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so we find out that Venus wins the lip sync, which I was happy about. I thought that was great. So yay for Venus winning the episode! Yay, 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 yay! And yay for nobody going home. I mean, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting to see more
My
of these
boo
incredible
is safe
performers.
for another week. Hopefully they'll be safe. Cause please, Lord, um, God, if you're real, help a hoe out. You know.
Oh my goodness. All right, I think
Well.
that kind of wraps up our drag race recap.
And now, reporting live from both ends of North America, it's the Canada's Drag Race Season 4 draft.
Draft, draft, draft.
There we go. So, we spun a wheel, and at first we spun the wheel, and it landed on me. So, we picked one person from the very top and the very bottom, and then we spun again, and it picked me, and we just went from there.
Yes,
So,
and you also have to realize that usually DJ and I pick our draft picks before the season
yeah.
starts. However, we were both very busy and we just didn't have time to. So we actually ended up picking them just before we filmed this episode. And just for that reason, we actually wanted to make it fair so that we didn't just pick whoever got in the top and whoever, got in the bottom was last and, whatever, just for that sake. So what ended up happening was we spun once to see who would get to pick the top person first, and whoever picked out of the two top people, so that would have been Venus and Denim, whichever one DJ, because DJ won the spin, didn't pick was the one I got. And then we spun again for the two bottom performers, and DJ also got to choose first for that one. So whoever DJ didn't choose for that one, I got automatically. And then we spun one more time to see who got to pick first for the remaining performers.
Yeah.
And DJ won again.
I think it's because like we used a wheel instead of like a coin flip or something. So like the wheel, the wheel is divided into like
the wheel liked DJ and didn't like me, and that's fine.
But anyway, so my first pick was Denim from the tops,
which meant that I got Venus.
So my next pick from the bottom was Sissy Superstar because
which meant that I got Melinda Verga.
So my next pick was the Girlfriend Experience.
Which I was so mad about because that is my Vancouver artist and you picked her. But it's fine. It's fine because I got Kiki Ko, so I'm happy about that.
So then my next pick was Aurora Matrix.
I was livid about this. Okay, so here's the argument that DJ and I had about the fact that he got Aurora Matrix. I said to him, I was like, oh my gosh, I should have picked Aurora Matrix first. And then I was like, but if I had picked Aurora Matrix, then your next pick would have been
I would
Kiki
have
Ko. So
gotten
I would have
Kiki.
lost. I would have lost Kiki Ko if I picked Aurora Matrix. So I picked Kiki Ko first, and I'm so sorry, Aurora. I would have picked you next, but DJ got you first. It's noise the heck out of me.
Aurora,
Anyways,
welcome to the correct side.
the losing side most of the time. Anyway.
Oh, no. Because we said this earlier, but like, I am not losing this one. God damn it. I will cling by the fucking G string of the girlfriend experiences, like, top, okay? I will win this draft.
Right. You say that now. But anyways, so I then picked Amy Onse.
I honestly think she's gonna be really solid. Like, I think we're just not seeing her now because there isn't like room and we have to fit 11 people into an episode. But I think when more people get eliminated, like I think we'll really see her shine. So I'm excited. So my next pick was Luna because I do love a fashion girly. I love someone who gets the references, who pulls from the designers I was living.
Yes, and then I picked Near Enough. And then that left DJ because DJ has, and so then we realized that we had one extra performer because it's 11, and we didn't think about that fact. So we spun one more time, and whoever it was going to land on was going to end up getting Kitten on their team. And of course, the wheel picked DJ, so DJ has Kitten, and I have 5, and DJ has 6, so I'm already at a disadvantage, but that's okay. I'm still gonna win. It's fine.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, let us know your guys' thoughts on the episode. We do love hearing them, especially if you have conflicting ones with us.
Yeah.
Because Makayla and I can't seem to get on one page. So what's a couple more?
Also, comment down below and tell us what team you were on. First of all, are you on Team Makayla or DJ? That's the first one. But second of all, who do you want to win Canada's Drag Race this year? Who are you liking? Who are we vibing with? And who do we think is going
Tracy
to
Melchior
win?
should ask for a refund for her face?
Don't say that. Oh my goodness. But yeah, comment down below. Let us know who you're rooting for. I want to know. I'm so curious. And I also know that a lot of Canadian people listen to our podcast. So you are Canadian and you are watching the thing, please comment. Let us know who you want to, let us know. We will comment back to you, but also we want to know. So let us know.
You Canadialanders.
Also,
no, but
US people, if you're watching too, or anybody else in the world, if you were watching as well, please feel free to join us as well, and please comment down below. I want to know, all around the world, who are you hoping is going to win? Please.
If you're from Bali and watching this, let us know. No, but I think that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your time zone, and we will catch you in the next 2
weeks. Oh, wait, DJ.
Yes, Makayla.
You forgot to tell everybody about our socials.
Oopsies. Do you want to tell them?
Sure. Our Instagram is We Are So Not Straight Pod. We don't use X or what was called Twitter at a time because they're probably going to start charging us to use it, and we don't want to pay for it because we don't care. So don't follow us on there because we don't use it. Thanks. Anyways,
honestly, just delete it.
Honestly, though, our TikTok is also We Are So Not Straight Pod. I made it super easy for you to find us on there and super easy to find us on Instagram because they are the same. So go check those out. If you are just listening to our beautiful voices and not seeing our beautiful faces, hello, why would you not want to see our beautiful faces? Anyways, that means that you are only listening and not on our YouTube page, which is We Are So Not Straight Podcast. And that's where you can find all of the episodes from season 1, season 2, season 3, and now season 4. They're all on there. We have so many episodes. We have incredible interviews with a bunch of different drag performers and actors, writers, and Twitch streamers. You name it. We have lots of different options. So if you like different things, go check those out. Also, if you are seeing our beautiful faces, hello to the YouTube family. we love you and thank you so much for always supporting us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, if you are on the YouTube page, please, 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 please subscribe to our channel, like our videos, comment on our videos, share our videos to, you know, friends, family, strangers, lots of people.
Mary
We
Kay
just want to,
consultants, the Mormons that
exactly,
show up at your door.
exactly, just, you know, show them, because we would
Hmm.
love for our podcast to get out to as many people as possible, and we love spreading joy to everybody. And I also think that with it being a drag race kind of thing, a lot of the time drag race podcasts can be really negative towards performers,
Hmm.
and that is something that we
That's
definitely don't
not
want to
what we
do
want
on
to
this
do.
one. So we want to spread as much positivity. So also,
Hmm.
if you are friends with one of the drag race performers who are in season 4 of Canada's Drag Race, please feel free to share this with them. We want to make sure that they know that they are loved and that we support
Hmm.
them, and that we hope that they, you know, go super far and that they have a great career. What? And that we hope that they have a great career ahead of them and a great life ahead of them as well. And we just want to spread positivity. So please share it with everybody that you know. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, fits of rage, or suggestions, you can email us at wearesonostraight@gmail.com. I think that about covers it. So, DJ, you can finish the outro.
Okay. As I was saying before, I hope you all have an amazing, amazing rest of your time zone. Drag is something we all love, and it's honestly really scary right now. So, like we said before, spread all of the love and positivity, and we will see you all in the next one. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.